stop to be average.
But they put a gun in front of your head.
Yeah, I had the gun in my head for almost 30 minutes. What surprised me in other countries that sometimes the local people don't see the potential. The most important elements in the bartending today is the hospitality. This is the word which unfortunately in many places is missed.
The nickname of my today's guest is Smiley. He is a lover of gastronomy, but above all, gin. He opened several notable places in Europe. In Luxemburg, he showed everyone what the nightlife is about, and now he intends to do the same in Poland. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really privileged to announce Giovanni Costa. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Okay.
I promise that I didn't say anything about that to Pavel, and I guess that he has an investigator somewhere.
Yes.
No, yes, of course. I did something in my life, in my career as a bartender, as a bar manager, managing as well restaurants, some kind of half bar club. And well, yes, I had fun, I have to admit. Yeah.
Let's start to tell everyone that you are Italian.
I'm Italian, you know.
And so about you settled down in Poland. Why? Why?
Why? There could be only one answer which can be available on this question. For love, for family, and this was why I moved to Poland. And well, it's also about accept a kind of challenge as well, because in my life I never loved easy things. So sometimes I think that I create my trouble by myself. And well, yes, I see that there was a big lack in after the pandemic, actually, which was a very difficult moment for everyone. Yeah. Unfortunately, I noticed that it was a big lack of, let's say, new Western gin, new botanicals gin in Poland. Nowadays, everybody big distributors start to bring new gin and new other spirits in Poland, import from Europe, from America, from all the continents actually. And this is something nice because it opens finally to the market new, let's say, new products. So new products as well for the bartending in Poland.
Okay, but let's start with your love to gastronomy. When did it start? Does it especially starts from running bars?
It starts from running bars, of course, because I had to do, fortunately, with fantastic chef, with fantastic people in the industry, which they opened my eye to another type of gastronomy that the usual, let's say, restaurant, Italian restaurant at the pizzeria or whatever, you know. So discover the food and the new method of making food, and especially also I combine as well the food with the spirits. So what something has to develop in Poland still, I think, is the pairing food, for example. Pairing with the spirits, combine food and spirits, which in Italy is already starting since quite time. Many years ago already, Milano, for example, is one of the places where the gastronomy is often combined with spirits. So yeah, it sounds interesting to introduce that in Poland. No?
I had heard that from your wife. Let's say that. Yes,
I'm scared.
That when you were running a bar in Sicily, You got there many celebrities. Did you establish some nice connections with them? Do you have some story that you can tell us about?
Okay.
It was Sicily, yeah? Taormina.
Yeah, Taormina. Yeah, Taormina. It still is a touristic place, but actually we call this the Pearl of Mediterranean. But it's also since the 50s, let's say, they always were the film festival combined with the season of shows like concert and this in Greek theater, in the Greek Roman theater of Taormina. And of course, I had the opportunity to have my bar, Mediterranean was his name, in close to the Greek theater. So.
All right.
I had the passing in front of my bar of all the stars, the groups which they were performing in the theater. Still today, I keep a good relation with somebody, which are quite famous, and we establish a nice relation with Jim Kerr, for example, from Simple Minds.
Okay.
Which. Every time when I was in Luxembourg, he was performing in Trier or somewhere. He always called me and come, you have to come to see, and we are in Trier, we are there. So he always, but this Simple Minds is the group. It's not by accident that they have the name Simple Minds. They are very simple people, and for me, I had the opportunity with my business, with my bar, especially in Taormina, to meet people which, at the end, they are mythology for some aspect for many. But when you know these people from close, you see that they are so simple and so nice. Like we had Simple Minds and Gypsy King and. Skiing from Skankanansi. Some days ago she was in the festival Sanremo.
All right.
Singing. Yeah.
All right.
We make a birthday party in my bar. Yeah.
Wow.
No, the list is very long. I don't remember all of them because it was a kind of normal for us. When you live in a touristic country with such of place. Where every summer, every season they perform so many people. You have to do with Pedro Almodovar, for example. We had, I don't know, sometimes you have famous people in your place you don't even know, because it's normal. So we treat the people like normal guests. So that's why as well, this is not really so wow for us after a certain time, So, but it's nice. Yeah.
All right. You just noticed that you been in Luxembourg. How did it happen that you moved from Sicily to Luxembourg?
Well, it was an opportunity because it was an opportunity coming from some friend which they were already established there. Okay. And I have to confess that Italy, in the beginning of 2000, there was a kind of small crisis, and the south of Italy sometimes it doesn't give you the envy, especially for a generation who want to develop in their work. And it's a fantastic country. I love my country. Nobody can speak bad about Sicily because, but of course there is the other side of the medal. It's beautiful, and for people and youngs who lives there is sometimes quite tough to create. So I had this opportunity to go to Luxembourg, and I see in Luxembourg as well that there was something missing, and I invent my bar in the city center. Everybody said to me that I was crazy because there were nothing, and I always were convinced that there is nothing because there is nobody. And me, I say the opposite. There is nobody because there is nothing.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the city center was not really so developed, so under the point of view of nightlife, everything will happen in some...
But you changed this nightlife in Luxembourg, but we have to start with that, once I heard that once you were held hostage. Yes, there was a robbery. There was a shooting in the Luxembourg. There was one guy.
My wife, she talked about it.
Yes, yes, I know that.
No, I wasn't.
Tell us something about it, because it's really shocking what happened to you in the Luxembourg.
Yes, it was not nice. It was not nice, and this was unfortunately one chapter of my staying in Luxembourg, which today I can speak about that, but it was a bit traumatic, I have to say, because there were an episode happened that 3 guys come in after we get to know in the tribunal that they mistake the day to come. They supposed to come another day because it was just a simple Tuesday in the middle of the week. They told, I don't know what they were, and they turns in shooting. One of our doormen was injured, another guy in the arm, and the police catch them. Right. There were 2 they catch them in the same evening, and another one was catched after 2 months. But yeah, it was a bit traumatic. And
but it was just a robbery, or was
they come to just to take the cashier, the money from the cash. So very, very not. I don't know. It was an episode a little bit. Because the judge after told us that they come by purpose to us. I thought that it was just an episode that 3 guys, maybe drunk, they come to make something stupid.
Right.
And actually it was not like that. They really come.
But they put a gun in front of your head.
Yeah, I had the gun in my head for almost 30 minutes.
Wow.
And well, I have to confess that I was surprised even about myself, because I managed that a little bit, let's say, good by the situation, what it was. So I don't like too much speak about this because.
So let's change the topic. Let's change the topic. Or maybe some tea. All right. Let's talk about the bars.
Yes.
Better one. Yeah. You opened several bars in many countries. Was it one enough to do?
No, it was.
Why so many?
It's not why so many. It's because, as I told you, I like challenge. I like challenge. I am very stubborn. I see sometimes I risk a bit too much.
Okay.
I also let drive myself by the passion.
All right.
Because I love my work. I'm really passionate in my job, and it helps me a lot as well to convince my surrounding that what I'm doing and my staff after that, what we are doing is gonna bring to something good, to finally join the goal what we are doing. So it's difficult sometimes to begin in some new place. I have to be honest, yeah.
Yeah, because you are familiar with the culture in Sicily, but what surprised you the most in other countries? Is it like the work culture, customs, some guest experience, maybe some products?
What surprised me in other countries that sometimes the local people don't see the potential, for example, of some situations. Mm-hmm. But here in Poland, for example, I see that the country has so much potential about many things.
Your bar in Luxembourg, Palais, received the best award for the cocktail bar for 7 consecutive years.
Yes.
Yes, and your wife told me that it is also because you create the nightlife in Luxembourg. Do you agree with the statement, or you will pretend to be modest?
No. Somehow it's true, because I have to be honest. The name Palais comes from the fact that we were close to the Grand Ducal Palais.
All right.
We were actually the neighbor. A noisy bar with house music, tip music, aperitif, very noisy aperitif. It was close to the Grand Ducal Palace, and that's why we call Palais, actually. And there was the city center. So everything in that time was 2010, happened around a quartier, some small quartier out of the city center. Okay. So there were not really a nightlife. It's true.
So you still pretend to be modest?
No,
yes?
no, it's true. We make where my bar and another bar, which is still there, a pub called Urban. It's true. We make the nightlife in Luxemburg city center. Today they are around maybe 20, 30 bars.
All right.
So there were nobody. Urban and Palais. Urban was just a pub, Irish pub, which nothing happened outside, everything happened inside the pub. So we make a mess, yeah. I make a mess in Luxembourg City. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now let's get back to Poland. Let's talk about your latest project, Gin Dom. What kind of a place is it?
Well, Gin Dom is a concept about, is a concept which I bet 3 years ago almost. When I come to Poland, I wanted to create something which it could give a kind of contrast, or not contrast only, but try to open the eyes to something different than the classic whiskey market in Poland. Because I noticed that in Poland the market is still today a lot focused in the whiskey, which, of course, nothing to say. I get to know that whiskey was the first premium spirits after vodka, coming after the communist time, and still today many people loved and like, of course, whiskey, which I agree is something as well interesting domain. But it is not only whiskey. This was my idea, no, to open the eye for the gin, and not only because gin is today, was already in the other side of Europe, let's say that start to be famous or coming out in the beginning of 2010. So 2011, 12, 13 comes the new distillation, the new Western gin. Is practically a distilled out of the London dry method. So with other distillation, with other method of distillation, like in cold compound, like in infusions, etc. So not only juniper, but different method of distillation than the London dry, plus new botanicals and aromas, which gives today to many distilled gin character, personality, and make also the gin quite famous. And this is one of our most, let's say, sailed particular gin. Interesting, especially in the gastronomy, because this kind of gin you can combine as well either with the food. You can also, for example, create some martini before dinner or after dinner, martini truffle, for example, or other combination, martini or Negroni truffle, or this is something which it start to be interesting in the bartender, for the bartenders, as a new combination, So that's why I like to see our products in different bars, in Poland be an element of creativity for the barmans.
Partnerem odcinka jest aplikacja Drinks to Cash, która przeznaczona jest dla restauracji, barów i sklepów, która usprawnia pracę menadżerów i barmanów. Znajdziesz tu ponad 40 000 produktów. Kilka kliknięć i zamówienie jest realizowane. Dlatego płatności i faktury to wszystko jest w jednym miejscu. A ponadto zdobywaj punkty, które możesz później wymienić na nagrody. You are a big fan of a gin. But
yes.
why? Why gin? Why not, whiskey, as you told us before? Why not vodka? Why gin?
Because gin is a very versatile spirit, like a vodka. Actually, we speak before out of the camera. Vodka, gin is vodka with juniper.
Yeah.
Is a premium vodka with juniper. I like the gin because you can as well mix with mixers, for example with the tonic. Actually, this was the way how I start to work and to elaborate the gin a lot with the tonic water. This was in my bar in Luksemburg, for example. We had an industrial quantity of tonic water getting out every week. I speak about 1,000 and 1,000 glasses, it was amazing. I remember once we had with Hendrix, which was that time, let's say the beginning of Hendrix in the market in Europe. We'd make a party, we sail in one afternoon, something around 1,500 gin and tonic.
Wow.
It was incredible. We had a small bar, relative small bar, 160 square meter, but we had a pedestrian area outside. And I could never imagine. Fortunately, I was thinking that it would be quite interesting, busy party, and I was prepared for that, but not so prepared that how it became. More than 1,500 gin and tonic in one afternoon till the evening. I was like, wow! And this was the success of the gin and tonic in the beginning of the 2010, so it was 2013. I don't remember exactly now the year, but gin, I like gin as well because, as I told you, with the gin and tonic, it's like a glass of wine. It has the same ABV as a glass of wine, 12-13% of alcohol, the same as a gin and tonic. So you can drink a gin and tonic quite in slow motion, let's say that, during your meal, during a conversation.
Yeah.
So it's something that you don't need to have this strong spirit in the mouth, like drinking a glass of whiskey or drinking a tequila so straight, or something. So I always consider a gin tonic, together with the vodka, the most versatile spirit to be used in the bartending, in the mixology.
It's better to drink gin separately or as a combination, as you told, gin tonic?
That's a good question. It depends.
It depends.
It depends. It depends of the distillation.
All right.
There are some gin which are too aggressive with the alcohol, for example, which is not really. I'm not suggest to drink like straight because it's a very strong slap in the. But I always consider a good gin, this is my personal point of view, but I'm always to say that it's not good what is good, but it's good what you like.
Yeah.
So like in the heart, in the food, in the kitchen, in gastronomy, everything is according to our taste. So I think that is the alcohol to me to be good. A good distillate has to be balanced good. It can be strong in the alcohol, but has to be smooth, tender. Let's say with quite pleasure to swallow and to not feel the aggressivity of the alcohol.
Yeah, you've been to many places. You've been to many countries. You've been to many restaurants, bars. If you could name 3 destinations for a bartender to go to get inspired? What will be?
Well, the bartender, normally there is not a place where I suggest to go. I always suggest to open the mind where how they can work, for example. Not to be stuck in one thing.
Okay.
I always suggest to be open mind in many cultures, to not, curiosity is the secret.
Okay.
For
I think in every business, yeah?
in every business, exactly.
Yeah.
Because if you are somebody too stuck in your tradition, in your habits, you will never go far away, for me. That's my opinion. If you have a wide angle, open eye, and open soul, you can be curious. The curiosity has to be the most important element especially for a bartender, to create. Creativity, curiosity makes, for me, a good bartender, because he has to enjoy. He has to enjoy what he does. He don't have to follow any schema, any precise address, or be forced by some tradition or some. No, open mind, open soul, and have fun. This is the secret to be a good bartender.
All right, but for you, as a guest, the best bar for you in the whole world?
As a guest?
As a guest.
No, I am a bit traditional,
All right.
I'm a bit traditional. I come from the old school bartending. I began my career behind bars in the hotels, in places where you should be with a cravat, with the tie, with the jacket, and you should have as well a kind of polite behavior, I liked that because it was that time. But today I love the free soul of barmen, which they are a little bit more open and more, I have to feel comfortable as a client when the barman make me feel comfortable as well. It has to come from both sides. Because, and what I always think that is one of the elements, the most important elements in the bartending today is the hospitality.
Absolutely.
This is the word which, unfortunately, in many places is missed, is not there. And it doesn't cost nothing to smile. As a barman, I always invite people to smile, to be more close to the client, to feel the client like part of your team, part of your bar, part of your family, and not because I don't know if I can say that, but,
try.
But in my time, when I started to be a barman, we have to feel the guest important, a star.
Yeah.
Today, in some places, it's the opposite. Some venues think that they are I don't know what, and it's the client who has to be almost sorry or happy or great to be there, which is not nice. It's not nice. We have to remember in the bar industry that we are serving people. The people come to our house, to our place, and we have to feel them. Make them feel comfortable, cool, relaxed, without any stress, without any, So I think this is the secret. We need to remember what is our mission, what is our work, why we are behind the bar. And this is, I think, sometimes people thinks that the bar is a kind of theater, and
This is really amazing, because I asked you about the place, and you told me about people that are making the bars. You didn't tell me nothing about your favorite place.
My favorite place,
But,
like a spot, you mean? A place?
Yeah, but the answer was for me brilliant because the people are making the place.
Exactly, that's what I think. 'Cause this is for me. There is no place when the place is not made. It's not special because it's the place.
Yeah.
People make the place special, and for me it can be even a hall in a small quartier, which has a small comptoir with 3 bottles. If the right people are there, this bar can be the best bar in the world, you know. And this is what I always think. It doesn't matter where you are. It matters who you are and what you do to make the place nice or yeah.
Can you say something about the place that we are now? Because it's also your client, very nice bar
Exactly.
in the center of Warsaw.
Fantastic, yeah. Lane's Bar, Lane's Gin Bar. Actually, I was attracted by the fact that it was a gin bar. And I confess you that first time I passed from here because I didn't even have an idea that I could come and do after we realized in this place many masterclasses, especially with one of the nowadays fantastic brand called Barexten. It's a brand from Norway. We make with Simone Bodini, which is the brand ambassador. We make 2 masterclasses here in Lane's Bar. We invite all the bartenders and the bartending world of Poland to come. That was quite successful because it was packed the place.
Wow.
We present Barexten as a gin. We present Barexten as aquavit. Aquavit Barexten is nowadays still this year, 2024, the sponsor for 50 Best Bar contest. And I had the opportunity, and I am honored today as well to represent Barexten in Poland.
Oh.
And we continue to work with that, and we find that Lane's location was the right place to present Barexten, especially because Simone is not only the brand ambassador of Barexten, is also a friend. We know each other from Luxemburg, from Palais, when he was a brand ambassador of Stoli Vodka. And there we met each other, we keep to be friends, and then I get to know that he was in Barexten, and but I tried Barexten, and is an amazing product.
You told before about the contest of the best 50 bars. I'm curious, what do you think Polish bars lacks to become the best in the world?
Well, I have to be honest with you. I'm happy because last year, Tag Bar from Krakow, with Maciej Mazur, we call friendly Bobas, he became, I think, as in number 74 in the ranking of 50 best. Was after 50, okay, but anyhow, it was the first bar in Poland going in this ranking. You know, nobody before did it. Nobody before, and I like it because I like Bobek because many times we talk about that. And last time I say to him that I liked the sentence he had last speech he did in Better Bar in Gdansk. During his speech, he put in the screen a sentence. Stop to be average. And this was a sentence which I like to say to Polish bartenders, in the Polish bartending, stop to be average, stop to feel average, because believe me, I see many places, and I work a lot out of Poland in the bartending, and I see places which is no compare with Poland. I mean, in a worse way, in a bad way, that they succeed And here in Poland, there are places, venue, education of barmans. I mean, under the point of view of the mixology, the knowledge of mixology is so big and so good that I don't think that Poland can be afraid to think, to achieve to good position and best position in the future for the mixology in the world. Because the wife of, actually today, the wife of Bobas, Alicia, she were third or fourth in the world class.
Wow.
She was actually in last year, I think, no, 2 years ago, she was the third best bartender in the world.
Wow.
So for Poland has to be something to give the, to encourage everybody to be good, because you have here, there is everything to be the best. So you have to just realize that you can do that.
Right. Is your mission in Poland to Poles fall in love in gin? Because when I hear what you are talking about the gin, I think easily everyone can fall in love with gin.
Well, I just want to open the eye to something which maybe deserve to be seen. And today I represent, as I told you before, not only Barexten, I have Bobby's, Gin 6089, many other brands which are in our portfolio that deserve to be known in the Polish bartending, in the Polish mixology, because they have products in Brimi. Now, for example, we are realizing now a contest in all the country. In Brimi is an Icelandic gin, which we already did 2 master classes in Poland, and we're gonna now start a tour next month from Gdansk, Krakow and Katowice. So to present these other fantastic super premium gin coming from Iceland. And what was the question?
Question was, are you going to make all the Poles fall in love with gin? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Okay. Before I ask you the last question, I'm really curious about your head. What happened? Is it because of your wife or something?
Yeah, she's Silesian, very tough. Silesian people. No.
Okay. So you have to be gentle with her.
No, I just have a small accident in our office, and I scratched.
But not because of the gin. Too much gin.
No. As maybe in the past I was drinking a lot of gin. Now I'm a little bit more moderate. No.
Okay, last question. What about the future? Your future plans? I'm really curious about this year and maybe something about the next year. So you can tell me.
Well, the future is very simple. I want to keep going to present and to. We are now, let's say, try to grow in different manner. We apply to some platform as well, which is interesting. Drink to Cash and.
Which is a sponsor of today's.
If he's a sponsor of today's interview.
Yeah.
So I say thank you also to Marcin, because it gives also to me the opportunity to present our company and to know as well Paweł, which is a fantastic person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now the future, very simple. Keep going with my work and keep transmit my passion for what I'm doing, and try to present our products, our brands, which I believe a lot that they are a kind of good selection for a quality work elements for working in the mixology in Poland. So we are keep going presenting our brands, and our products. So of course we have to still make a tour turning around the country and show what we have. So this is our future work, let's say.
Well, last question about the gin dome. How many different items of a gin we can find?
Well, I start with, let's say, with around 35. There was a moment at the beginning where 55.
Right.
But it's not that the point. I wanted to introduce different type of gin, but we have just a few partnership. I want to reduce the partnership on maybe 6, but I want to keep going, presenting in our portfolio other products which may, even if we are not partner, but they are as well interesting gin distillate which can be presented to the market. But not only, we are also opening our portfolio to other products which I think we want to break the kind of a bit stocked, traditional, stocked a little bit, I consider a little bit boring sometimes. Yeah. Products which nothing against, because I don't want they are good quality and everything, but I think that the market need as well something new, something modern, fresh, young, and but also with quality. This is the most important thing. Never forget the quality. So we are looking at the tequila, we are looking at rum, we are looking as well to new other spirits, but of course, mainly we work with the gin.
Giovanni Costa, the king of a gin. Thank you very much for the interview. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much to you, and it was a very big pleasure to be interviewed by you. Thank you. Thank you, Pavel.